That is the skill set potential employers are looking for. These, so when you look at them, of the four, the top three are purely analytical. So that tells you that analytical skills very, very important. In this edition, I'm going to be talking about the top 4 skills that the World Economic Forum says you need to develop by 2025. Fascinating stuff. I saw this research by the World Economic Forum, and I said, wow, I've been talking about some of these things along the lines of what we talked about for some time. And I said, wow, then I'll make content about it. So this, you're just getting the raw download of what the report is about. So let's get started. Before then, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do so that anytime I produce great content like this, you'll be notified, so that you'll be able to benefit from it. All right, with that said, let's get on with it. So the World Economic Forum did a research recently and published the results of the research looking into the future. And so what are the skills that businesses, employers, and organizations are looking forward to when it comes to they hiring employees. When they look for what are kind of the skill set they look for when they are hiring potential employees. And these 4 big themes emerged. So each theme that I'm going to go through has sub themes or sub skills attached underneath them. So go through them a little bit, and then you begin to find a way by which you can begin to develop these skill sets, because what they are talking about is that these are skills they need everywhere. It's not just Africa or Europe, or it's everywhere. If you have these skill sets, it means you are ready to become a part of the global workforce. Okay, so the very first one is what they called problem solving skills. Problem solving skills, the ability to identify problems and use your skill set to solve them, right? So under that, they have other sub skills that go underneath them. But when I was reading that, the sub skills really got me tickled, because they are sub skills, but actually 3 of them mean almost the same thing. And so it's the fourth one that's a bit different. So with that said, let's take a look at that. So the first sub-skill under problem-solving skills is analytical problem solving. So keep the word in mind, analytical problem solving. The analytical problem, I think, is very intuitive in terms of what it is. The ability to see a bigger problem and compartmentalize the problem or chunk the problem into little bite-sized chunks, and solve them. Analytical problem solving. Then the next one, sub skill, is critical thinking and analysis. Remember, the first one had some analytical in it. The second one has analysis in it, right? The third one is reasoning, problem solving, and ideation. So these 3, I mumble them together. It's more of using logic and analysis, data, to solve problems. So these are skill sets that you need to acquire. Then the last subset talks about creativity, originality, and initiative. So that is a little bit more of a soft skill type thing. So the ability to be creative. You are creative. You come with creative ideas, creative innovations. You are original in your thought, right? Original in your thought process. That is the skill set potential employers are looking for. These, so when you look at them, of the 4, the top 3 are purely analytical. So that tells you that analytical skills very, very important. Analytical skills super important. So begin to think about some of the building blocks that you know you need to have to help build your analytical skills muscle. to help build that. Right, your problem solving muscle, to do that. Anything that helps you in that analysis, data analysis, data visualization, deep analysis, like Excel, advanced Excel, some kind of database, things that has to do with data and thinking. And then also begin to add creativity to it. Skills that will enhance your creative juices. So you are analytical and yet you are still creative. That makes you powerful and sought after. The next one is self-management skills. The ability to manage yourself, basically, is also very intuitive in its meaning. What that means, or the subset of skills that come under or fall under it, is your ability, active learning and learning strategies. Basically, continuous improvement. Active learning, you're demonstrating that you are a constant cog that is always learning something new, right? Always. You are a lifelong learner. When you are demonstrating that ability and you are learning new information, you are sharpening your mind with the thoughts and the leadership of other people or other concepts that exposes your mind to even bigger juices or bigger platforms, bigger ideas. That's active learning. Then under that, we also have resilience. So resilience and stress tolerance and what's the other one? Flexibility. So that all falls under self-management. So remember, the current workforce is going through changes, and because of those changes, work can be very, very stressful. The work environment can be stressful. Sometimes it's almost like the work environment is like a dog-eat-dog environment. Very cutthroat, very unforgiving, full of deadlines and targets, and things can be very stressful. The new workforce is going to need somebody who will come in and is resilient. You are tough. Small things don't easily move you. You find a way to work around stressful issues. You find a way, yes, there's stress, but you find a way to navigate the muddy waters of work. That is a good skill to have. And the ability to be that flexible, be able, so you are not a pigeonhole type of person. You are not a cookie cutter person. You just are able to move with the times and the seasons. You are able to, flow with the season. Not overly stressed out. Flow with the season. That is a good skill. Then the third one is working with people. So, and working with people have two subsets. So working with people is leadership and social influence. So leadership is one, social influence is another. Let me turn this off for now. So when I say leadership, I mean sometimes you're working with people and you are sometimes positional leadership. Other times it's functional leadership. So positional leadership in the sense that maybe you have subordinates who work for you. The ability to lead them is crucial. The ability to lead them is super important. I'm just turning this phone off so that it doesn't interrupt the flow. Okay, I think we are good. So positional leadership. Positional leadership is you are the boss, somebody is the subordinate. Your ability to have that relationship with him or her is going to be key. Are you driving that person or those persons? Are you motivating them, lifting their spirits when they are down, setting targets for them, making sure that they get what they need when it comes to when it comes to the delivery of the work, providing them everything that they need, and you being there as a leader. That's one. The second piece is the functional leadership, that you may not be the one who is leading a team or group or anything, but sometimes situations happen maybe within the team that a task may arise, and when that task arises, You just jump in to help. That is being a leader. You just jump in automatically to help. That makes you a leader, right? You are almost like a situational leadership. It's not like you are the boss or you are the boss's boss or something like that. You don't call any shots. But the situation, when the situation brought itself and they needed somebody to step in, to jump in, you actually took it without even thinking about it. That kind of situational, functional leadership that that is a skill that needs to be had, right? Then we have the social influence. Social influence, you also may not have anything, but you are social. The people around you, whenever you appear, whenever you are around people naturally gravitate towards you. Right, you have a certain knack around you that make people gravitate towards you, and when you speak into their life or you speak into their situation or circumstance, they listen. Right, that is very powerful. For instance, you may even be a social media influencer, may be an Instagram influencer. That when you speak about certain brands, people follow. You don't have to force anybody, but people look up to you, and when you speak about certain brands, certain things, you have people who follow. So that is going to be an asset to you if you have that kind of leadership. And then finally, the fourth skill is technology use and development. Tech use and development. And the soft skills are your ability to learn how to use key technology that is relevant to your work. Some of them are quite generic, in the sense that is used everywhere. So like the Microsoft packages, the Google suite of tools that you use. If you're into database, if it's SQL or any kind of database packages, they are very, very generic. There are other ones that are very organization specific. So it's not like you have to learn everything before you get a job. But the thing is, if you even get the job, are you very fast at learning new technology? How are you predisposed to quickly learning and adapting to new technology? That's a great skill to have. Then the other subset is technology development. Those who work in, let's say, software development, design, front end development, back end development, like coding, software programmers, computer programmers, that is an area, a skill set that's going to be in high demand between now and 2025. So that marks the end of this episode. I look to seeing you in my other episodes. I have other video here that I want you to watch that as well. And then frankly, if you've not subscribed to this video by this time, do well to do so that next time I put out content like this, you'll be notified. Thank you so much for your time. And apologies for the interruption with the phone call. I'm going to call that guy very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.